So what do the professionals say about fear? Let's have a look at that for a moment. So what we'll be doing today is just doing a bit of the theory work, shall we call it. And then what I was thinking of doing was asking if anyone would like to come up, and we'll talk about some of the practical things about your life, if you don't mind exposing your life to 80 or so people. Yeah. And we'll do a bit of the practical things about how we can follow fear down the rabbit hole, if you like, and find the truth. But what do the professionals say? Well, firstly, they say that fear is real in certain circumstances. So, for example, if you walk across the road and you get hit by a car, then they say, in that moment, obviously, just before you got hit by the car, if you noticed it coming, you would have experienced a state of fear. And they say that's normal. Right? Then the next state is where we do a lot of things in our life because we are afraid. And we could liken that to even walking across the road. We'll stop on the curb and we'll look left and look right, just like Mummy taught us, right? Or what's it? I can't remember exactly what Mummy taught me now. I had to look one of ways twice, wasn't it? That's right, left again, that's right. Anyway, we do that, and why do we do that? Because we are wanting to prevent a painful occurrence. Right? So they also say that's normal. And you're going to ask, how can it not be? We'll talk about that.
Isn't that conditional?
Sorry?
Isn't that a condition? Like if somebody's telling you to do something, isn't that like going into the mind as a condition and becoming a condition?
And a reality too. Yeah, we find that a lot of these things are actually not normal from God's perspective.
They're put onto us.
That's right, yeah. And then the third state is the emotional fear that we feel. So that's where I'm afraid to walk across the road, like I have a phobia about walking across the road. Because the last time when I was 2 or 3 or 4, I almost got hit by a car. Right? Or Mum, a lot of times we have fears not because anything happened to us, but because of what was projected at us. And my youngest son, Caleb, when he was 2 years of age, he used to play with redback spiders, right, in our backyard. How many of you mothers would have gone out and had a bit of a fit about that? Yeah. Well, Caleb's mother, she ran out and yelled and screamed at him and, went into this huge panic. And from that day onwards, Caleb's been scared of spiders. And he's still scared of spiders today. He hasn't released that emotion yet. Yeah. And nothing happened to him. None of the spiders even bit him. But he took on all of that fear from that event. The panic and terror of the mother got transmitted straight into his soul. Yeah. All right. Now, let's look at the first issue. If we get hit by a car walking across the road, then that's our law of attraction. Now, there must be something going on with that. Whether we looked or not, it's immaterial. If we're worried about walking across the road, then that is going to what? That is exposing a certain emotion inside of us that we're now intellectually trying to skip over. And in the third state, all of the emotional stuff that's in us, the phobias and the fears that we have within us emotionally, all of those things don't need to exist within us. So from God's perspective, once you're at one with God, you will literally have no fear at all about anything. And you'll be fully trusting in your law of attraction to bring you exactly what you need.
Has anyone achieved that?
Aside from the first century? No.
Is it achievable?
Yes, on earth it's achievable, yes.